Hi, my name is Cindy Schroeder. My company is Bright Bookkeeping, and I live in Winter Garden, Florida. I started doing bookkeeping 11 years ago and found that networking was the key factor to getting clients. I guess the 6 tips that we usually talk about in networking is 1, to pick your service first that you're going to start with. So even though you're a bookkeeper, you may have a ton of different services that you offer, day-to-day bookkeeping, payroll, QuickBooks consulting. But when you're going to different events, you want to focus on one of these services that you offer. If you have a laundry list of things that you are selling, then people get confused when they're first meeting you and they don't focus on what you actually do. So if you go up to a person and you say, "Hey Jeff, I'm Cindy, I'm a bookkeeper, I do QuickBooks consulting," then he's gonna know if either he needs QuickBooks consulting or he has clients that may need QuickBooks consulting, then he's gonna think of me. The next step is to pick a place to network. So there's plenty of different places to network, and I know as bookkeepers, we tend to be very like to stay inside our houses, and unfortunately your clients aren't going to find you inside your house. So you need to pick a place, and so there's a lot of free events out there. There's meetup.com, and so there's a ton of different small business groups that they have. There's also an organization called SCORE, which is part of the community colleges mostly. They offer free mentoring and also free classes, so it's a great place to go. You get a chance to give your 60-second infomercial. And a lot of times when you're talking to these small businesses, one of the first things they need is to have a bookkeeper. The third tip that we always tell people is to don't put pressure on yourself when you go to these organizations or these meetings to have to meet a certain number of people. So I know it's kind of overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out, to build up the confidence to present yourself and get business. So sometimes you kind of have to start super slow. I would say, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to meet 3 people. If it takes 5 minutes, that's it. If it takes an hour, great. Over time, it helps you build your confidence into talking to people and giving your information. The 4th tip is to be a good listener. So when you're meeting these people, you want to, 1, have your infomercial of what your services are, but then also pay more attention to the person that you're talking to instead of just talking about yourself the whole time. The 5th tip is to look for power partners. So a lot of the events you're going to go to, you're going to meet people who possibly could use your services, but the other type of person that you want to look for as well, they're called power partners. So this could be anybody that is looking for the same type of individual clients as you are. So someone maybe like a CPA or a payroll provider or a small business banker. So these are the same people, they're looking for the same clients you are. And together you can create a bond and then share clients with each other. So it's a great way to share clients. So the last tip that I have, and the most important, is to be sure to follow up with the people that you meet at the networking events. So we send out cards and brownies. It doesn't have to be that fancy. You can just write a little thank you card saying nice to meet you. And then also you can invite them to do lunch or coffee. So those are my 6 tips for being a great networker. Number 1, before you go, know what service you want to offer. Number 2, pick a place to network. And number 3, don't put pressure on yourself to meet more than, say, 3 people. Number 4, be a good listener. Number 5, pick power partners to partner up with. And number 6, be sure to follow up.